Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary, direct from our newsroom, otherwise known as my compost heap. Let's see what stories we're working on this week. Hey, a running shoe. I know whom this belongs to, the New Haven Board of Aldermen, because nobody moves faster than they do, especially when it comes to cleaning up government. Let me give you an example from this week. The Board of Aldermen is considering an ethics law that would clean up rules for local government, who can work for the city and then not go right away to work for a private company, lobbying the city, what kind of gifts people could take, who has to file disclosure forms. Well, this week they named a subcommittee known as a working group to another committee, to a committee of the Board of Aldermen, to look at this proposal and decide what should pass in it and what shouldn't. Now, they did that in only 3 months. They scratched their heads and came up with 6 names of people who are already there to serve on this committee. You might think that's a long time to name a subcommittee to a committee to a committee to deal with an important bill, especially since it probably took them 5 minutes in truth. But given how long it has taken the Board of Aldermen to consider this ethics proposal, that was a mad dash. That proposal was first introduced in December of 2005. The Congress, the Democrats there, they did it in under 100 hours, passed a serious ethics bill. Here it's taken more than a year. So 3 months to name a committee to a committee is fast. What's the real reason? It's because one of their political enemies introduced the bill. So even though it's a good idea, they've been trying to smother it until people embarrass him into taking tiptoes. Give me a break. What else are we working on? Here's the trusty calculator. Let's do some figuring. 400,000 people, give or take at any one time, have no health insurance in Connecticut. California, 6.5 million people have no health insurance. The governor there and the Democrats in the legislature in California have said this year we're going to pass a law for universal health care. Everybody can get insurance. Big goal, but you know what? They're right. They can. In Connecticut, where we have so many fewer people uninsured, even the leading Senate Democrats who ran on the issue are now saying, let's insure some of them and get there over a few years because that's a big goal. Well, that's only if you think small, because this calculator says 16.25 times as many people in California have no insurance, but they can do it in one swoop. Time to think a little bigger. What else we got working on? Our hats are off to City Cop Shafiq Abdul-Sabur and the people from City Hall who went up to the legislature this week. They were telling them about a new program they got for street outreach workers, working with cops and people who aren't cops, to target those couple of hundred teenagers who are causing the most trouble in town, steer them to a more productive path, get there on the ground floor, and also make the city safer. Let's hope the state comes to its senses, uses some of that surplus, and helps us get violence under control. Now, this is the trusty pundit hat that makes us reporters think that we can have worthwhile opinions and even see the future. The pundit hat is telling me that Jim Newton, who ran a lively campaign for mayor in 1999, just might do it again this year. I don't believe the pundits. Until next time, this is the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary, and remember, always pick up your trash.